In our first story, we see how military police prepare to deal with the worst-case scenarios. Here's Master Corporal Holly Cowan to tell us about IARD.
Dans notre premier reportage, nous verrons comment la police militaire se prépare à faire face au pire des scénarios. Le caporal-chef Holly Cowan nous explique en quoi consiste le déploiement rapide pour action immédiate.
When there's no time to wait for a tactical team to arrive, the military police must be prepared to enter a building to protect innocent lives.
IARD stands for Immediate Action Rapid Deployment, and it's basically just a swift response to somebody moving room to room and killing. Not to be confused with close quarter combat, which is obviously it's a large force on a force. This is usually small man teams trying to stop maybe 1, 2, perhaps 3, 4 shooters from shooting innocent civilians who have no way of defending themselves.
We enter a building, we do a T-stock formation, which is different. They don't have it in urban ops. And as soon as you're done that, you proceed to go through the building. If you hear screaming, you go up to that room, and then you go into an I-stack, which is essentially the same as urban ops, where you just stack on a door. The biggest difference, instead of having all 4 guys go in, generally we'll only send 2, maybe 3 in, and we don't exactly dig the corners like the urban ops. We'll just kind of park ourselves just 2 or 3 feet inside the door and kind of clear the room visually.
The equipment that we're using were munition rounds. They're typically, I would say they're like paintballs, but they hurt a little bit more. And they have the ability to be lethal, but if you wear the right protective gear, then there's no problem. You may get a few bruises.
I tried this guy. I couldn't see. Oh, I couldn't see that.
Of course, it's better to get shot here. You can identify the mistakes that you make while entering a room, and therefore apply those drills to real life.
There's always improvements to be made when you're doing training. Here especially, there's always points, especially where really if you're doing this real life, you want to make sure you know what you're doing. You want to make sure everyone you're working with knows what they're doing.
It went pretty well. I only got shot in the hand a few times, but we took down the threats, and we found out there was more of his friends working with him at the same time, and we evacuated the civilians.
From Chilliwack, British Columbia, for Army News, I'm Master Corporal Holly Cowan.